Well, a good Wednesday to you. The Mariners lost a pitcher's duel in 12 innings last night to the Houston Astros. 2-1 the final score as Houston was able to push across the go-ahead run in the top of the 12th inning and hang on for the victory last night. Framber Valdez, the starter for Houston, and Luis Castillo for the Mariners were in a duel back and forth for 5 innings anyway. Castillo allowed 5 hits, no runs. He struck out 6. The highlights begin with Castillo getting out of a jam in the top of the 4th.
First baseman he was as well.
The 2-2. Broken bat, soft fly ball. Raley comes in, has got a beat on it with 2 hands, makes a squeeze, and Castillo.
Cam looking for his first big league RBI.
And he has it. Ball down the line. That's going to score the first run of the game. Cam Smith heads to second base. He's thinking about 3. He's going to go to third. He will be safe. A triple, and the Astros lead 1-0 as Yainer Diaz crosses the plate.
Cam can, and he did. Looked like he got a sweeper that backed up middle in, and he hooked it past Dylan Moore. Astros on the board with this big hit from the young man.
The 1-1. On the ground, Walker has it, take off his glove. Here comes Garver around. The ball dives in right field. The throw home. We're tied.
Mitch Garver making some things happen here tonight. Leads the inning off with a line drive base hit. Steals a bag. And then comes around on an infield base hit from second base.
On fires. Hard hit grounder. Dylan Moore bobbles, regains, steps up third, throws across, double play! Remarkable play, Dylan Moore. A possible game saver.
What a fantastic play right here. Has it in his glove, kicks it, and then steps on the bag, and in the same motion throws a strike across the diamond. Inning-ending double play.
Victor last year came through quite often for the Astros in these late and close situations.
And he comes through again this season. Victor Caratini, single into left field. The Astros take a 2-1 lead here in the 12th.
Here's the 2-2.
Got him. Astros win it 2-1. Just enough offense and some great pitching from King, Hader, Gusto, and Okert with his second career save.
That bullpen has been picking up the Astros. They had to put up some hefty zeros to finish off this game. But we're getting to know some of these guys in the back end of this bullpen, and they've been clutch. And credit Okert for making 3 quality pitches to get rid of Luke Raley and Bliss. That was impressive.
Dan Wilson says he was impressed with Seattle's pitching performance, especially Luis Castillo.
Really tough one tonight. I thought on the pitching side, I thought Rock threw the ball very well, gave us, what he had and got us deeper into that game, and then the bullpen took over from there. I thought the bullpen was outstanding tonight. Gave us a chance to win, and offensively we just weren't able to capitalize on our opportunities, and that's it was just one of those nights. It was one of those nights, and we weren't able to convert. And when you have opportunities to do it, you've got to take advantage of it. And tonight we just weren't able to do it. I mean, I know these guys are trying to make their adjustments, and all we can do now is get ready for tomorrow and be ready for those situations tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, defensively, a couple of really nice plays. Those were star-studded plays. To be able to read that bounce off the bag, and then Demo's play, the heads up, to knock it down, and then be able to make a throw off of that was just a great play. Yeah, I mean, we had our opportunity after that, and those are the kind of things, those are the kind of plays that really get you going.
After a day game today, the Mariners have the day off tomorrow before beginning a weekend series with Texas coming to Seattle. The Angels edged Tampa Bay 4-3. That, combined with Texas's 10-6 loss to the Cubs, puts L.A. in the Rangers tied atop the American League West standings. The Athletics beat San Diego 10-4 to move a game ahead of Seattle. The Kraken's 3-game winning streak came to a sudden end last night in Salt Lake City. Utah scored the first 7 goals of the game and put things out of reach in a 7-1 victory. It was not a good night for Joy Decord or Seattle's defense.
Carcone hunts it down, goes off the paddle of Decord. Sergachev to the outside, Kevin Stenlund, Sean Dursey, Stenlund top of the ring. In the slot, Sergachev, he scores! Traffic out in front. parked in front of Joey DeCord. With a shot stopped by DeCord. Keller, Gunther. DeCord got a cross on that one. It stays in play. DeCord wanted a whistle. Bukestad's out of the box. Keller scores! Clayton Keller with a bullet. Yamamoto for Doan and back. It's Dursey. He gets the handle. Now Cooley for Doan across. They score! Beautiful setup. Kyler Yamamoto wide open. And Edzo will be with us once again Thursday night along the boards in Las Vegas. Krause with a shot. He scores! It glances off the glove hand of Joey DeCord. Lawson Krause is the latest goal scorer. 4-0 Utah.
But T-Bones, we're coming hungry. That's all I know. I get it. Oh, yeah.
You've probably gone days without eating. And Utah scores again. Logan Cooley out in front.
Or you go into a diamond and then you roll into the other and see if there's any adjustments here by the home team.
Sergachev right in. Gunther. Stop loose. They score. Nick Schmaltz. Schmaltz will drop it off for Bukestad. He moves up on Montour. Throws on the brakes. Gets support from Kevin Stenlund. Move it across Kesselring to the flank. Carcone scores! 7. 24 years of age. Vince Dunn. Muckleshoot Casino Resort power play to kick off the third period. They score! Jared McCann right on the spot. Utah through center. Shoved in by Cooley. Gunther fights off a man. Power move. What a stop by Ostman. Utah will surround the winning goaltender, Karel Vejmelka. 21 straight starts. He gets it done here.
In the postgame, players and coach Dan Bilesma were not happy with the early effort in last night's defeat.
You just rinse this game away? Do you talk about it? How do you sort of get ready for Vegas?
I think you got to talk about it a little bit. You got to take some aggressiveness from this last game. You should play pissed off. Next game, I feel like we need to show a little bit more emotion, and especially on the bench, like we're just so quiet when things don't go our way, and it's unacceptable.
I know not the circumstances of when you want to get in a game, but how'd you feel out there?
No, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, like you said, not under the best circumstances, but I thought the guys played really good in the third for me, and it was a lot of fun. Obviously, first NHL action, so
just disappointment with how this one kind of unraveled. I'll say getting down. I think we left our goaltender out to dry a little bit, especially with giving him so many power plays and how dangerous they are there, just disappointment, and that's not the type of hockey we've been playing as of late. And
after a day off today, Seattle continues the road trip in Vegas tomorrow against the Golden Knights. That'll be at 7 o'clock on King 5 and Kong TV. It was a busy day in prep sports yesterday. We'll start it off on the baseball diamonds, where West Valley beat Eastmont 12-3. Wenatchee pushed its winning streak to 8 in a row with an 18-9 win over Eisenhower. East Valley down to Fred at 10-3. Othello blanked Quincy 6-zip. Zilla and Cashmere split the doubleheader, with the Leopards winning the opener 12-11, while the Bulldogs took the nightcap 11-1. Tonasket topped Omak 3-2. Chelan beat Manson 15-2. Liberty Bell licked Lake Roosevelt 18-1, and Waterville Mansfield beat visiting Odessa 7-3. Oroville is playing at Wilbur Creston Keller today in prep baseball. Girls fast pitch action yesterday. Jackson beat Moses Lake 5-2, but then fell to Eastmont 4-0. Cashmere swept Zilla 8-7 and 21-8. Bridgeport kicked a field goal to beat Cascade 26-23. Lake Roosevelt blanked Liberty Bell 15-0. Wilbur Creston Keller edged Waterville Mansfield 16-13. Softball scheduled today has Brewster at Okanagan, while Oroville visits Wilbur Creston Keller. In Prep Boys Soccer yesterday, Eisenhower edged Moses Lake 2-1. Quincy blanked Ephrata 3-0, while Luke topped Cascade 3-0. Chelan and Omak played to a 1-1 tie. Bridgeport beat Liberty Bell 1-0. Brewster stopped Manson 3-1, and Okanagan beat Warden by a final of 4-1. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Wednesday.